reality I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Sharek, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Buju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more races, more trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, what a drums at.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Hartzz throwing right away. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
19 right.
Here's Hartzz to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hartzz. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. That good for 22 and a 1st down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Touchdown. Jalen Hartzz, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Solid finish to a solid opening drive, and that's the threat that he represents. He can take off and score on you.
What he makes it is 11-on-11 football, because a lot of the times the quarterback isn't much of a runner, so you don't have to account for him. Well, you do with him, and now he actually gets a lead blocker instead, and he's able to cash that one in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hal throwing on 3rd down here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
That swung out wide to Sanders. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders from 8 yards out. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0.
Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Howell, complete, it's Dotson. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Howell throwing for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hartzz. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Seems like a perpetual search for productive receivers for Philadelphia, but they think that Quez Watkins might be a keeper after his 2021. Earned a starting spot for much of the season and put up over 600 yards while averaging 15 per catch. They're giving the former 6th-rounder another opportunity and seeing if those numbers will keep growing.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Cooper 19. 40 to 70. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Off the play fake, here's Hartzz. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw, no shot.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Hartzz. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
1st down, how to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Howell from the gun.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Howell throwing on 1st down here.
And he fires one incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Second and 10, Howell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Howell down to throw it.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one.
Sly able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Come on.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Hartzz with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Play action. Here's Hartzz. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Hartzz sets up to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Left side here to Sanders. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Hartzz completing this one quickly. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to. Oh, Howe loses it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Commanders. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. One last shot before the break. Howell to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taking in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Alright, Jeff, you watching? Phoenix, if he runs cover 4, I can't run.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Usually gets a cover 3 with one's wide open.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10.
What'd you call it? Oh, he missed it.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And Howell will throw it. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
He'll buy some time right. Airing it out deep for Smith. This is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Forced out to his left. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. To throw again on second down. Howell. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. On first down, Howell.
Oh my God.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Howell, another throw on second down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Here's McKissick. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Howell. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Thomas. They'll run with Gibson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Robinson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Howell on the QB sneak. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Second down. Howell back to pass.
Thomas has got it. Complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
He takes us for about 6 down inside the 40.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. In motion left goes a tight end. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
This time they'll throw it with Howell.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Howell.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
Philadelphia lost Brandon Graham to an Achilles injury just 2 games into the 2021 season. He had 8 sacks in each of the 2 seasons prior, making the 2020 Pro Bowl.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Sanders.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw.
finding Watkins. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
In motion right is Watkins. Back to throw. Again, that's Watkins. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're going on 4th down with Hartzz. Looking here for Smith.
Let's go, baby.
And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out.
Let's go. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the greatest of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The 4th bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The chattermouths who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. Next level. The best. Remember me. I'm the prayer. Next level. I'm coming for everything. I am the prayer. Remember me. I'm really out for blood this time. Look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the oxen, I'm up in the score. I get to and jump in the Porsche. Follow the core and back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I'm done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on time, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. Be all over my roster. I got options, I keep it right on the dresser. Next to the Oscar, applying pressure. Somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money